Welcome, wrestling fans and WWE Universe, to this WWE Monday Night Raw live play-by-play and reaction on Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. And I hope you guys are ready for what should be an exciting Monday Night Raw after what took place with the premium live event, WWE Night of Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, as we get right into the preview of tonight's WWE Raw episode here on Tim Reynolds Show, make sure you please hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Hey, what's up? We got Tommy Wrestling in the chat and Christopher. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday night as we get ready for Monday Night Raw. Let's get you guys a little preview here of what you could expect here tonight on this Monday Night Raw episode. All right, wrestling fans, all right, WWE Universe, we will see the World Heavyweight Champion tonight, Roman Reigns, as he is expected to appear and be live here tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw. And also, we'll see Jimmy Uso of the Bloodline tangle again with the megastar LA Knight after what took place last week, with LA Knight getting some help and assist, if you will, by Solo Sikoa. And especially after what we've seen on WWE Friday Night SmackDown, I'm very interested to see how this matchup plays out in a rematch of last week as Jimmy Uso goes one-on-one with LA Knight. Yeah, and also, guys, we will see the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Ring here tonight on this episode of WWE Raw here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see the 2026 Queen of the Ring herself, Io Sky, live here tonight on WWE Raw. And we'll also hear from the ruler, Oba Femi, who is your 2026 King of the Ring, and we'll hear from him tonight here on WWE Monday Night Raw. And that is your preview here on Tim Reynolds Show. Now make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we get ready here. And guys, we're in Atlantic City as we get ready here for WWE Monday Night Raw. And looking back on what happened at WWE Night of Champions this past weekend.
Kingdom Arena sold out, 18,000.
Kingdom Arena sold out. And we would see main event Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins. The Women's World Champion Liv Morgan goes one-on-one with Io Sky in what was an epic matchup where Liv seemed to have the upper hand throughout this matchup. But after a huge Spanish fly from the top rope and a moonsault, it was Io Sky who walks out Queen of the Ring. But at SummerSlam, she calls out Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. And we would see the cheap shot from Ricky Saints, who went one-on-one with the WWE United States Champion Trick Williams. And the trick shot would answer to a 1-2-3 as Ricky Saints is defeated by Trick Williams, who retains his title. And even with the help of Meechin and B-Fab, it looked like Tiffany Stratton has some friends as Charlotte Flair gives an assist with Chelsea Green, and Tiffany Stratton takes down Jade Cargill to retain her Women's U.S. Championship. And then it was a steel cage match between these bitter rivals as Seth frickin' Rollins went one-on-one with Braun Breaker. And we would see Breaker break from that stomp on the middle rope as Seth Rollins outlasts Braun Breaker to get back in the winning side of things. And what was the main event of Night of Champions? It was Gunther, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes won on a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship. And even after Sami Zayn was put through a table, Cody Rhodes was powerbombed through a table. We would see Sami Zayn and Gunther exchange sleeper holds before a double crossroads and a roll-up would lead to Sami Zayn becoming the new undisputed WWE Champion. A shocking result that stunned the world and the WWE Universe as Sami Zayn was able to capture his first WWE World Championship. But guys, the match that everybody was talking about was the King of the Ring Tournament Finals that got us kicked off at Night of Champions with Jey Uso going one-on-one with Obafemi. And even though this was the opening match, main event Jey Uso brought it, taking Obafemi to his limit. But right when it looked like Jey Uso had done everything he needed to do, 2 spears, 2 Uso splashes, it would not be enough to put away the ruler.
Jey Uso's thinking, what the hell do I have to do to put money away?
And a big flying uppercut, which led to Obafemi putting a finish end to this story, as Obafemi would pin Jey Uso and become your new 2026 King of the Ring. KC, what's up, brother? And ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans around the world, WWE Universe, we kick off WWE Monday Night Raw with the 2026 King of the Ring, the ruler, Obafemi. All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Oba. Tim, what's up, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2026 King of the Ring, Obafemi!
Oba. Heard Brock Lesnar is beating Sami Zayn? Yeah, that is the rumor right now. That is the rumor. And we'll hear what Oba has to say here to kick us off on WWE Monday Night Raw. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
That's good. That's fine. You see, that is a reaction, a reception befitting of a ruler. But now you have to give me a reception befitting of a king. So ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 King of the Ring, Obafemi!
Big reception from the crowd.
Very good. Very, very good. I told Jey Uso that destiny was on my side. He didn't believe until he stepped into this ring with me. Now he's a believer. But now that destiny has played out, she's not finished with me. She is still kind to me. So ladies and gentlemen, a choice has to be made.
Ooh. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, interrupting the 2026 King of the Ring and arriving here on Monday Night Raw with the WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman, it's the Beast, Brock Lesnar!
Ladies and gentlemen, down on the boardwalk, they may be getting ready for a hell of a fight. Brock Lesnar, the Beast, is here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the same man that defeated Obafemi.
And the King of the Ring, Obafemi, staring right back through the Beast incarnate. WrestleMania, Obafemi slayed the Beast. Boxed in Italy, Brock Lesnar took out Obafemi. And tonight, the Beast is back.
That's right, the Beast is back for the first time here on Monday Night Raw since he was able to defeat Obafemi. The last two of these men faced off. Brock Lesnar was able to get it to 1-1, especially after Obafemi got the victory on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. And Lesnar taking his time to get into the ring. Obafemi standing his ground. And a round of applause here from Brock Lesnar to Obafemi. Okay, interesting. Ooh, Brock Lesnar with the microphone. This should be interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, your King of the Ring, Obafemi! Now my apologies, Oba. I have not watched the show. Everybody knows I don't watch the show. But congratulations, all right? That's a hell of a feat. King of the Ring. You know, I was King of the Ring at one time, a long time ago. Now, because I don't watch the show, I gotta rely on Mr. Heyman over here. And Mr. Heyman tells me that you got a pretty big decision to make. Maybe I can help you out with that. Paul also tells me that you're really good at calling me names.
Ooh.
Like, when I'm not here, you call Brock Lesnar a coward.
Wow.
When I'm not here, you call Brock Lesnar a bitch.
Oh!
He also tells me you cut a great promo, which I never really could. That's why I got Mr. Heyman here. But over. You know what they say? Talk shit, get hit.
Oh, and the low blow as Brock Lesnar gets a dirty shot to Obafemi, and now up on the shoulders, an F5 to the ruler as Brock Lesnar takes down Obafemi.
The Beast lays out the King. Now that was a great promo. Thank you.
Wow. James, you're right about that, man. Wow, as Brock Lesnar arrives here on Monday Night Raw, the low blow to the King of the Ring as the ruler's taken down. But wait a minute, ruler's back up, Ova's back up.
Hey! This is exactly what you always do. You show up, you F5, and you leave. And you said, I called you names behind your back. Well, guess what? You're in front of me, and you're still a bitch.
Oh!
So here's the deal. We can play cat and rat forever. Or we can settle the score. Me and you, one-on-one, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Uh-oh! And will Brock Lesnar accept the challenge?
I accept, Oba, but here's one condition. I'm gonna one-up you, Oba. SummerSlam, Minneapolis, Hell in a Cell.
Oh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, and what could be the biggest Hell in the Cell match to date? We will see Brock Lesnar go one-on-one with the ruler, Obafemi, in Hell in a Cell. Are you kidding me?
We're going to find out. Let's see what our general manager, Adam Pearce, has to say about this. But a massive night here on Monday Night Raw.
And there's the women's queen of the ring, Io Sky, arriving to the arena here tonight for WWE Monday Night Raw. Wow! And there's the women's world champion, Liv Morgan, arriving to the arena with Judgment Day, as we see J.D. McDonough will be in action tonight as he goes one-on-one with Chad Gable.
They will celebrate their goal with a very special concert tonight from Joe Hendry here on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, and that's right, guys. Joe Hendry with a special concert here tonight to congratulate the new WWE World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. And we do see LA Knight, the megastar, is here tonight as LA Knight goes one-on-one with Jimmy Uso once again. And we also will see the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, will be here tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our first commercial break here for WWE Monday Night Raw. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel here on Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play and reaction for WWE RAW. Guys, what a way to kick us off, man. Obafemi shows up and, yeah, what I tried to predict in my preview for WWE Night of Champions was I thought somehow Brock Lesnar was going to get involved in this matchup with Obafemi against Jey Uso for the King of the Ring Championship, right? No, as it turns out, Obafemi wins the King of the Ring, and now instead of choosing which champion he's going to challenge, now it looks like Obafemi has challenged Brock Lesnar to a match at SummerSlam after Lesnar shows up here on WWE Raw, takes out Obafemi with a low blow and an F5, and goes to walk away. But Obafemi would not back down, challenging the Beast Incarnate to a match at SummerSlam in Minnesota. Are you kidding me? That's the hometown, the home state of Brock Lesnar. And not only that, we would see Brock Lesnar accept the challenge, but one up the ruler as he challenges him to a match in a Hell in a Cell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Guys, this has the potential of being one of the biggest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. Are you kidding me? What's up, Tommy Wrestling? How we doing? James, what's up, man? Heck yeah, dude, I am blown away right now, James. Hey, OTC, let's go. Hey, Aaron, where's Ray? Unfortunately, guys, Rey Mysterio is now the AAA general manager for that promotion now. Remember, WWE bought AAA, I think, sometime last year in 2025. And now Rey Mysterio has been announced as the new general manager of AAA. So we'll see Rey Mysterio on that programming for the most part. I think we may have seen the last of Rey Mysterio as far as his wrestling career, or at least, you know, maybe we'll get a handful of matches more before he's done, but yeah. James, if you had a match with Brock Lesnar, who do you think would win? Yeah, OTC versus Brock Lesnar, and that's always a good matchup. Anytime Roman Reigns faces off against Brock Lesnar, that is a very, very good matchup. All right, guys, let's crack open a cold one here as we get ready to get back from commercial break. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, here we go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Cheers to you guys. All right, guys, remember, we are on the road to SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar would be fire. I don't know. We've already seen that before, Tommy. I don't think that would be that fire, to be honest with you. I've already seen that before. I think we need to start seeing Cody Rhodes facing off with some newer opponents.
Moments ago, here on Monday Night Raw, we had a massive match.
Yep, James, you're right, man. Good start to Monday Night Raw thus far.
About to make his choice in the ring when he was interrupted by the Beast.
And that's right, guys. What we just witnessed was the Beast interrupting Obafemi, who is celebrating his King of the Ring tournament win.
Talk shit, get hit.
Lesnar would catch the King of the Ring off guard by going low. Follow up immediately with a thunderous F5 to the ruler.
And the F5 to the ruler after the low blow as Brock Lesnar takes out the King of the Ring.
We can play cat and rat forever. Or we can get settled the score. Me and you, one-on-one, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. What's it going to be? I accept, Oba, but here's one condition. I'm gonna one-up the Oba. SummerSlam, Minneapolis, Hell in a Cell.
That's right, guys. You heard it from Brock Lesnar himself. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell match.
T-shirt out of that saying, "You're losing out." My God, do you understand what was just delivered to you? How good you're going to look corporately?
I just wanted a little heads up.
Oh, here's the heads up. It's going to happen now. SummerSlam has the match of all time as a main event right there. Think about it, Mr. Pierce. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. Hell in a Cell. You lost your voice. I'll say it for you. Thank you so much, Mr. Heyman.
Wiseman,
You know
what are you doing here? I didn't think you were here. I got a match tonight. Come out with me. Let's do our thing. It's so good to see you, man. I didn't know you didn't answer my calls.
You didn't know I was here?
No.
Well, now you know.
Okay. That seemed a little odd.
Oh, no. Excuse me, I'll be right back. No, I won't. Hold on just a second. Oba. It's a little unorthodox, a little unexpected. I want to make sure I heard you right.
All right? You did. You did, because the title is always going to be there. The championships are not going anywhere. I'll take that when I want it.
So SummerSlam. Obafemi. Brock Lesnar. Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
You're sure, 100% sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Woo.
It needs to happen.
Okay.
This needs to end. And I will be the one to put an end to it. You make it happen.
So it's now official, Hell in a Cell for SummerSlam, and Oba seems like he's going to, at least for now, forego his championship opportunity.
It just goes to show you how bad the blood between Femi and Lesnar has become in a short period of time. This thing is downright toxic. It can only be settled one way, inside the cell.
As Ethan Page gets ready for action, I do want to make one note.
Wow, guys.
Brock Lesnar has never lost inside Hell in a Cell.
Uh-oh, and ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is scheduled for one fall, with Ethan Page already in the ring, making his way to the ring, the WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio! Looks like I may have talked too soon about Rey Mysterio being too busy to wrestle on Monday Night Raw.
You know, Corey, this match has been brewing for a while now, and some more logs were thrown on the fire last week when Ethan Page went one-on-one with Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee would push all ego to his absolute limit, but in the closing moments, Ethan Page, intentionally or otherwise, would deliver a low blow to Dragon Lee, followed immediately by the ego flex. Big win for Ethan Page, but now he finds himself standing toe-to-toe with a WWE and AAA Hall of Famer.
Rey Mysterio did not like Ethan's attitude last week after the win over Dragon Lee, so he said maybe he should do something about it. Also remember, Corey, Rusev and Page ripped off Rey's mask a few weeks ago.
The ultimate disrespect that can be committed toward a luchador. But Ethan Page and Rusev knew exactly what they were doing. They were trying to get inside the head of Rey Mysterio. Will it pay off? We're about to find out.
First time ever one-on-one for Ethan Page.
Oh, and Rey Mysterio throwing the T-shirt at Ethan Page.
Doesn't learn, does he?
And now we'll see this matchup here to kick us off here on Monday Night Raw. Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with Ethan Page. Side headlock here by Ethan. And All Ego looking for a big win here against Rey Mysterio. Now off the ropes here, Rey Mysterio, as Ethan Page, shoulder tackle, knocks down Rey.
He wants to eliminate all of them. Not sure if he'll be able to do that, but he's trying to get on the path to do it. And Page now sending Mysterio into the ropes. There's the quickness of Rey.
Oh, and there's a big kick there by Ethan Page. But now reversed off the ropes goes Page, and Rey Mysterio catches him with a Hurricane Rana. And a beautiful Hurricane Rana by Rey.
Don't forget, Ethan Page, as you saw moments ago, won that match last week with a low blow.
And now you see here, oh no, Rey Mysterio gets caught head first here on the top turnbuckle. And now Ethan Page is trying to gain some momentum back here. And with the heel scraping across the face of Rey, now the elbow across the back of the neck as Ethan Page now is in control. All Ego with the shoulders to the gut of Rey Mysterio.
I challenge you to do something about it. Rey Mysterio stepped up to the plate. Maybe Rey can shut All Ego's mouth. But until somebody does, you can't blame Ethan Page.
So now we see here Mysterio in trouble. And are off the ropes. Oh, able to hold on to Rey. And uh-oh, now here goes Ego set up for the 619 as Rey Mysterio gets caught, tossed over to the ring apron, able to counter a shoulder to the gut of Ethan Page and an ensiguri to the face of All Ego. And now bouncing the head of Ethan Page off the top turnbuckle. Rey Mysterio trying to get the crowd into it here. And oh no! All Ego knocks down Rey. And now the onslaught here as Rey Mysterio's hung up on the top rope. Now Ethan Page looking to take some momentum back his way.
The most complete
And now we see here Ray still up on the top rope. Uh-oh, what could Ethan Page be looking for here? It could be a... Oh, no! Ethan Page says he's going to rip off the mask of Mysterio. Oh, my goodness, Ray trying to fight out of it. And the elbows to Ethan Page. And now knocked off the top rope. And now Rey Mysterio trying to get back into this here.
Successful tactics.
And now we see All Ego back on the attack. And oh no, Ray! Oh, the backdrop, the freaking back of Mysterio just landed on the top turnbuckle. And that was a horrible move to the back of Rey Mysterio, but a smart one from Ethan Page. All right, guys, we're here on commercial break. Don't forget to please hit that like button. Get your votes in as well. Who are you picking in this matchup here that we're calling here? Our first matchup of the night, it's Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with All Ego Ethan Page. Hey, good test for Ethan Page, who's definitely been stepping his game up over the last few years. Or, excuse me, since he got called up to Monday Night Raw. He's been good in NXT as well. What's up, Greg? How we doing, man? Ray gonna win? Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. Are you doing NASCAR this Sunday night, James? Absolutely, brother. We will be doing some NASCAR. Tim, I got a question. How does Ray become a Hall of Famer? Because he was never in WWE until early 2000s before he was in WCW. Well, Tim, to be honest with you, you don't have to be a WWE Hall of Famer just because you were good in the WWE. Now, Rey Mysterio has a really good resume in WWE, but he has a good resume as well from WCW and also his time in other wrestling promotions. And believe it or not, it's your whole resume as a career that really gets you into the WWE Hall of Fame. Plus, we can't forget as many iconic moments, if you will, that Rey Mysterio has brought the WWE Universe since he came to WWE. I mean, that rivalry between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, that'll live on as one of the greatest rivalries and especially stories that we've ever seen told, not only with his son Dominic being in that big, long story that they've had, but the rivalry that Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio had and the friendship. Don't forget, guys, they also have won the WWE Tag Team titles together as a tag team, Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has a bunch of championship reigns, including being the World Heavyweight Champion. I think he was at the time the smallest ever, and he might still have this record, but the smallest ever World Heavyweight Champion of all time because he's more of a cruiserweight rather than a heavyweight, if you will. So there's a lot of moments like that, a lot of stuff on Rey Mysterio's resume that makes him a Hall of Famer even outside of his WWE career. Because as a matter of fact, if you guys had seen Rey Mysterio in Lucha Underground, oh, that was epic, man. Lucha Underground, I don't know how they didn't make money because that wrestling was absolutely sick. Just sick, dude. The storytelling was a little, wasn't always that great, but the wrestling in Lucha Underground was freaking good. But thanks for your question there, who's that shout out to? It's Tim. Appreciate you, Timmy, with the question there, brother. All right, because WWE bought WCW, so they own everything WCW. Keith, good point. Good point there. Ethan Page used to be AEW. Yeah, Tommy, I don't know him back in his AEW days, but since Ethan Page got called up to NXT, I've been a big fan of him. He's a very good heel in WWE. All right, we are back to the action here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to these comments in a second as we see Rey Mysterio trying to fight back and Ethan Page with the right hand in the corner. And now Rey, his head bounced off the top turnbuckle, and now All Ego looks to carry this momentum to a finish here. Throwing, Rey bounced off the rope there and then got caught, and oh no, a sidewalk slam, the cover, and a kick out there at 2. And Ethan Page able to grab Mysterio right out of the corner there as Rey tried to springboard and bounce over All Ego. And Ethan Page able to counter that into a little sidewalk slam. A side slam, if you will. And now off the ropes here, Rey Mysterio in trouble. And able to counter there. Nice Rey with a big kick to the gut now. Off the ropes, Rey Mysterio looking for the roll sunset flip. And Page says, no, I don't think so. And he misses. Hand goes straight to the mat instead of at Mysterio's face. And now Rey pulls down the top rope and All Ego goes stumbling to the outside of the ring. But wait a minute. Mysterio could be looking for something here. Off the ropes. Ray sliding through, and the splash there connects to All Ego on the outside. And great momentum there by Rey Mysterio. As you see, he was able to slide under the bottom rope and take out Ethan Page with that splash on the outside of the ring. And now Rey Mysterio trying to battle back here.
Looking to finish the job.
And now going into the ring here, Rey Mysterio looking to take advantage of that move on the outside. All Ego, though, very aware as Rey goes to the top rope here. High risk, All Ego, oh, gets caught with the sitting senton. And now Rey ducking under the clothesline, springboard crossbody, takes down All Ego, the cover here, but Ethan Page kicks out at 2. And we see here Ethan Page really taking everything Rey Mysterio's throwing at him thus far. A beautiful springboard crossbody off the middle rope there. Not enough to put away All Ego. And now Ethan Page in the corner taking some shoulders to the gut as Rey Mysterio heads up to the middle rope here. Looking for some right hands to the forehead here of All Ego. Ethan Page in trouble as the crowd starts to count the right hands. Going over and over to the head of All Ego. And now Rey Mysterio feeling it here. The crowd liking it. And now, Ethan able to counter. Rey goes into the corner, blocks, and a back elbow connects to Ethan. And Ethan catches Rey, though, and kicks him and slams him down the cover. And a kick out at 2. A beautiful counter there by All Ego. Ethan Page able to grab Mysterio here, pick him up, and then the face buster slam there from Ethan Page, who gets into the roll-up, but not enough to pin Mysterio.
And there's no doubt about it, Corey. Page has all the tools.
I've been saying that for a long, long time. People just can't accept the fact that Ethan Page is most likely
Tim says that Dom looks more like Eddie than he does Rey. As Rey Mysterio connects there with an enziguri, but Ethan Page, he set up now for the 619 on the middle rope. Rey looking to set it up as the crowd goes 619. It's a big boot by All Ego. Ethan Page playing possum, and now Rey on the shoulder and slammed down by Ethan. The cover here, and a kick out at 2. And a beautiful counter there by Ethan Page, who's starting to get frustrated after the 619 chant led to a big boot by All Ego, and that slam was not enough to put away the WWE Hall of Famer. So Rey Mysterio now got to find a way to get back in this matchup. Ethan Page now with the momentum on his side. And Ethan picking up Rey. Now in the corner here, up on the shoulders of All Ego. And now that's where Ego's headed. He's already on the bottom rope. Now climbing up to the middle rope here with Rey Mysterio on his shoulders. What is Ego looking here for? And Ethan Page, Rey Mysterio trying to fight back with the elbows to the chin. And now Ego, Ethan in trouble as we see Rey. With a hurricane run off the top rope goes Ethan Page. And now Rey Mysterio taking out the legs of Ethan Page and setting him up for 619. And it connects. And now Rey Mysterio heading to the top rope. He's looking for that Eddie Guerrero frog splash in the cover. And your winner in this matchup to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw, it's the WWE Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio! And Ethan Page was coming into this matchup red hot, but after he was sent to the 619, the frog splash, the vintage frog splash from Rey Mysterio would put it all away. As we see the 1, 2, 3, and Rey Mysterio gets the victory here to kick off WWE Monday Night Raw.
Not slow down. Congratulations to Rey.
JD, come on.
Guys, there's Danhausen backstage.
Danhausen, where's our money, huh?
And Dirty Dom and JD.
Don't touch anything. Be careful, right? We gotta get this little freak back. I need to get uncursed. I got a match.
I know.
In here all night, dude.
Relax. I got an idea. What about this?
Oh.
What do you think of this guy, huh?
Oh, that's good.
I think it's time we send Danhausen a little message.
Jesus, a little bait.
Make him come to us, huh?
That's smart.
Judgment Day style.
Hey, before we get out of here with this, let's wreck this place.
Alright. I got a couple ideas.
Don't those two
It all
hooligans
looks
ever
like
lie?
JD McDonough and Dirty Dominic Mysterio getting mixed up with Danhausen here. I don't know if that's a good idea, but there we see LA Knight getting ready for his matchup as he goes one-on-one with Jimmy Uso once again here tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw from Atlantic City. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on TimReynoldsShow for this live play-by-play here for WWE Raw here today and this Monday evening. Hope you guys are having a great day. God bless you guys, and thank you everybody for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share this live stream with your family and friends. And if you guys feel like it, you could sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel at TimReynoldsShow, and you can also donate by clicking the link on the top of my YouTube channel page, or you guys can help us out here with any questions, any shout outs, any WWE questions, anything you guys would like to ask, or if you'd like a comment to stand out, please make sure you hit me up here with the super chats. I appreciate you guys for hanging out on the live stream. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Look at that, Keith saying, reminding everybody be safe with the fireworks. Heck yeah, 4th of July coming up this weekend, guys. Barbecue everyone for 4th of July and fireworks. Heck yes, guys, let's go. Hope everybody's going to enjoy some time with their families, man. I'm really going to be missing mine. Welcome to the chat, Christina. Heck yeah. Greg, how we doing? Popping off in the chat, man. Ray's going to win. Heck yeah, let's go. Rey Mysterio getting a big win here to kick off Monday Night Raw. All right, Tim, how we doing, brother? Tim, I was praying that Liv Morgan was going to win Saturday. Yeah, sorry, Timmy, man. Once we see Danhausen come out and Liv Morgan get cursed by him, I mean, come on. You knew it was over then, dog. Like, she wasn't winning, without a doubt. And now, because of that curse, like, Liv Morgan could seriously lose at SummerSlam. I'm not playing. If Danhausen's being fucked with right now with the Judgment Day, with Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough, like, sorry, Liv, you're in trouble. Like, she's going to lose the title. Dominic's probably going to lose the AAA Mega Championship as well. JD's probably not even going to win this match against Chad Gable. Like, come on, dude. When you mess with Danhausen, you're screwed. You're screwed, dude. That's why he curses people. All right, guys, still got a little bit before we get back to the action here. So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Got a signature of John Cena. Greg Mullins, that's freaking awesome, dude. Heck yeah, dude. All I got is really this poster of him, you know. I got the wristbands for the last time is now, you know. I had a couple of jerseys, but unfortunately those ended up getting like ripped and messed up and stuff, so I had to throw them away. And then also I had one of the big old chain gang spinner chains and stuff like that, but unfortunately that got lost from me moving as many times as I've moved. So yeah, I'm a big John Cena fan, man. So that's awesome. Thanks for hanging out with this, dude. All right, Keith, what's up? Jeffrey, how we doing, man? What's up? Hope everybody's ready
July 16th,
for some more action here on Monday Night Raw.
Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center. Fanatics Games is back, bringing together athletes, celebrities, and lucky fans for the ultimate showdown across 8 epic sports challenges. WWE superstars Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Liv Morgan, and the greatest of all time, John Cena, are set to compete. $1 million cash grand prize and one true GOAT. Head to fanaticsfest.com for sign-up info. And on Saturday, July 18th, Saturday night's main event returns to the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Yes!
And ladies and gentlemen, in the ring to get ready for this Joe Hendry concert, it's Joe Hendry!
Say his name because he has appeared.
What's up, Diaglo? We're going summer school tomorrow at 8 a.m. My mom.
Now,
watch my baby cousin
ready
tomorrow.
for
Oh,
the
okay,
Joe
brother.
Hendry concert.
Yes.
Now, we can't get started until we introduce
our special guests. So I want everyone to make some noise for our new World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits!
And making their way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, they are the new WWE World Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, D'Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
You want to know why? Why? I'll show you why in just a moment. Listen, let's take you back to last week on Monday Night Raw. The Street Profits were in a tag team matchup against the...
That's right, guys. Last Monday night on Raw, we would see Logan Paul bring out the brass knucks, but it was Joe Hendry that would show up and make sure that those brass knucks would not be used by Logan Paul as he went after him. And then we would hear from Seth freaking Rollins, and as Braun Breaker waits for him, we would then see Seth grab the brass knucks and use them against Austin Theory, and then Braun Breaker would go after Seth Rollins, but that would cost them the World Tag Team titles, as we would see Dawkins and Montez Ford get the victory here.
Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
There's something magical about seeing Ford and Dawkins carrying the gold.
If we say someone else's name, can we replace Joe Hendry? You know, like a real musician.
Who would that be?
I don't know, take your pick. Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, Maynard James Keenan. I don't care.
So now guys get to hear a Joe Hendry concert here, man. This is going to be pretty cool. Hey, Tim, Judgment Day, they act like NWO back in the day. That's probably the only cool thing about him there, Tim. Casey, what's up? Maybe we're going to go do some fireworks for all of us streaming it? We'll see, Casey. We'll see, man. I got a couple ideas in store for 4th of July.
Don't I look good in a suit? But WWE Universe, we are so overwhelmed by the support and love you have shown us for the last week. Now, the love is unexpected. And that is the reason why we have a few people to thank. First and foremost, the WWE Universe. No, dogs don't think they heard me. I said the WWE Universe.
Let's go. This is awesome.
For always rocking with me and my brother for the last 10 years and always believing that your profits are up. Second, I am sweating. Second, you may know him as a visionary. You may know him as a revolutionary. And this industry knows him as the greatest of all time in this match. I am talking about Seth freaking.
Wow. Big praise there by Ford.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, thanks to Seth, all that karma caught up to the vision, and now we looking at the boys through the rear view mirror, baby.
And last but not least, Atlantic City. We gotta thank the main man that you came here to see tonight.
Ooh.
Joe Hendry.
What's up, Joe?
Because Joe, last week,
And the tag team championship match, oh man, it was beautiful. It was Docs, it was me, it was you, it was Seth, it was the WWE Universe. It was like a beautiful song.
Yeah, it was a beautiful song. And I think it sounded just like this.
We've got new tag champs. Everyone make some noise.
Oh, this is good.
We're in Atlantic City, a celebration with all the boys.
All the boys.
There will be no Braun Breaker, and we won't hear Logan talk. There will be no Paul Heyman, because he's occupied with Brock
Lesnar.
And that leaves Austin Theory. Austin Theory cries himself to sleep at night. Since John Cena destroyed him on the mic, now he's in the vision. I know he won't. Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, it's Austin Theory.
Well, looks like we got the thieves in the ring that stole my tag team championships. And what was that, Joe? You mentioned John Cena, the same John Cena that I beat at WrestleMania? And all of y'all are sitting out here jumping around, all excited, celebrating, but I'm a little confused. Maybe it's because I know something that you don't. I've already talked to Adam Pearce, and next week, there's gonna be a rematch for those tag team championships.
I mean, hey, if that's really what you want, but is the dog gonna be healthy enough? He's looking a little banged up, but if you really want to get him hurt again, that's on your hands, fam.
Oh, it's on my hands, fam. Let me tell you something. Next week, the dog's gonna be off the leash. And Joe, man, I gotta say, I really appreciate you making your last song tonight about me. Because just like you said, John Cena destroyed me on the mic, but just like I'm gonna destroy your ass in this ring tonight.
Okay, Austin.
You're gonna destroy me in this ring? I'd have to say Joe says no. And you know what? Since you interrupted my concert, we could wait till later. Or we could do this right here, right now.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, Joe Henry not only is back in concert on Monday Night Raw, Joe Henry is back in action here on WWE Monday Night Raw with this matchup coming up next, where we will see Austin Theory of the Vision go one-on-one with Say His Name and He Appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Let's go! Come on! From London and Paris and Tokyo, and talking about Mexico and Canada, and here we go. Woo! It's awesome. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play here for WWE Monday Night Raw. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. If you guys can share this live stream with your family and friends, that also helps us out here. And if you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you can sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel at Tim Reynolds Show. You guys can also help us out here with the super chats in the live stream. If you have any shout outs, any questions you'd like to ask, or any wrestling questions or sports questions, anything like that, you guys can hit me up here on the live stream with those super chats. So appreciate everybody hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Aw, Keith! Appreciate you, dog. Hey, Keith, man. prayers to you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better. Glad to have you back on the show, man. I miss the days when I had you and Carson, both my moderators, on here all the time, man. Hope Carson's doing good. We haven't got to hear from my boy Carson in a couple of weeks, so hopefully he's doing well. And Keith, appreciate you always coming on here, man, being a great moderator, a great friend, and a great companion here, a great friend here on the channel hanging out with us, man. And hey, guys, don't forget to please like and subscribe and invite your family and friends here on the channel. KC, what's up, man? What thoughts about the Bash last night? I did get a chance to check that out. And so yesterday during my live stream for the NASCAR Cup Series, we did see the NXT Great American Bash take place just a little shortly thereafter. And we would see Tony D'Angelo get a big victory over Naraku. And Naraku, man, I was liking this guy until we seen what happened last week, right? The fire in the eye of Tony D'Angelo. He came into that match with a huge patch over his eye and had to face him with one eye and still ended up getting the victory. So an excellent matchup. Congratulations to Kendall Gray, who's now the new women's NXT champion after defeating Lola Vice last night at NXT Great American Bash. Great matchup between those two as well. That one right there was probably match of the night. Miles Bourne got a victory over Tavion Heights with the men's North American Championship on the line. So he retained his title. That was a big one there. And then Tatum Paxley almost was able to win her matchup against Zarya, but Zarya retains the women's North American Championship last night at the Bash as well. All right, so back to the action here as we see here. Austin Theory going one-on-one with Joe Henry out of the corner. Theory, oh, and a nice spine buster there to Joe.
Cage match with Seth Rollins. Logan Paul's out. Bronson Reed out with an injury.
In Paul Heyman's defense, he is busy at the moment negotiating perhaps one of the biggest matches in WWE history.
That's right, the meal ticket's back, I forgot. And here's the cover now by Theory. Hook of the leg on Henry and a kick out.
All right, guys, so here's our current matchup here as we see a headlock applied here by Austin Theory on Joe Henry. And Joe trying to fight back in this matchup here.
Looks like we're going to have a rematch next week in Chicago on Monday Night Raw for the tag titles.
Oh, and a nice chin breaker, jaw breaker there by Joe. And now Henry out of the corner. Theory almost misses. Oh, and now a kick to the gut and a DDT plants Austin Theory. And now Joe Henry may have some momentum coming back on his side.
Never deny that he is incredibly talented from bell to bell. Double tough.
Jesse, how we doing, man? We got Joe Henry versus Austin Theory here in our matchup. Hey, guys, in the chat, let me know who you're picking. So here we go. Oh, a big right hand. Theory gets blocked again. And now a couple more rights here by Joe Henry. And now off the ropes here. Oh, a big elbow takes down Austin Theory. And a big splash in the corner. Joe Henry now off the ropes. But Theory able to counter. Oh, no. Henry catches him. And now Theory in trouble here. And the fall away slam there by Joe. And the kip up. And we see the big move.
Because Henry is about to roll. I can't stand when he does that.
I can't stand when he does that. And a spinning clothesline takes down Theory. The cover here. And a kick out in two. And Joe Henry's going to need to put Theory down a lot worse than that if he wants to win this matchup. As you see here, a beautiful spinning clothesline there. So now Joe Henry picking up Theory here. Uh-oh. Theory able to counter, though. Off the ropes are in the corner now. Theory, moves out of the way. Joe hits the corner there and a clothesline from behind. And now Theory, the spinning elbow connects. And now the cover. And a kick out of it, too. And Austin Theory not happy about that. Picking up Joe Henry here. And what a beautiful neckbreaker suplex. The cover here. And a kick out again by Joe Henry. And Austin Theory getting a little frustrated here.
The guys just tell you what they want you to say, and you just say it?
Yeah, I mean, they come up, most of them come up with the names of their moves, Corey. I mean, that's how it works. You had a move, right?
One.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
Yeah, Tim.
WWE fans all over Austin Theory here tonight.
And now we see here Austin Theory now going back on the attack with the left hands at Joe Henry. Oh, but a big uppercut by Henry. And a left hand now, but another uppercut there by Joe. Theory trying to fight back, but uppercuts coming over and over again by Joe Henry.
Between these two competitors, with Henry getting the upper hand.
Oh, and a big back elbow there by Theory off the ropes here. Joe catches him, and sidewalk slam, the cover. And Joe Hendry is able to get the victory here on WWE Monday Night Raw.
Ovation there at the end for Joe Henry to pick up the win over Austin Theory.
Wave your hands up,
Austin
side
Theory
to side to
unfortunately continued
see.
tonight as Henry nearly put the pressure through the center of the ring. Big win for Henry. Tough night for Theory.
See, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry.
Bigger, I'm badder, I'm more powerful than all of the women on the roster. Why haven't I had a shot at the Intercontinental title yet?
You realize it's Monday. You're not the only one asking for an opportunity.
Who else is?
If you must know, how about Maxine Dupree?
That bottom shelf Barbie, what has she ever done, huh?
You realize she's a former Intercontinental Champion, right?
Fine, whatever. Listen, if she has an opportunity, so do I, and I will get straight through her to get my title shot.
Is that official?
Oh, yeah.
Really? You know what else is official?
What?
How about you and Maxine in the ring? Tonight. Excuse me.
Sister, hi.
Hi, sis. Did you get your title match?
Well, almost. I gotta get through Maxine, but it's done deal.
Okay, well, you know what? That's not going to be a problem for you, but there is a problem that we need to talk about, and that is Io Sky coming after my Women's World Championship at SummerSlam. And then we have Danhausen and the curse and the $100,000.
Listen, don't worry about Danhausen, all right? The boys will take care of him. And don't worry about Io, because I got your back.
Thanks, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everything's under control. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. We'll be fine.
So the Judgment Day having some problems backstage, it looks like. But next up here, guys, on Monday Night Raw, it's the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky, making her way to the ring. Coming up next here on WWE Monday Night Raw. All right, guys, we'll get back to the action here after these commercial breaks, but don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, everybody, what'd you think, man? Joe Hendry's back. I love that. Him with the Street Profits seems like a really good trio with those guys hanging out together. You know what I mean? But I'm excited to see what the future holds for Joe Hendry, man. This guy, not only really good at promos, catchy theme song, but also a pretty damn good wrestler for the most part as well. So I'm excited to see where they put Joe Hendry now as he's back on Monday Night Raw here. And then hopefully, one thing I'm actually looking forward to Friday Night SmackDown is hopefully we'll see Jordynne Grace now be able to come back and start making a story for herself, a career for herself over there on SmackDown as well. As we're on the road here to WWE SummerSlam, what are you guys most looking forward to? We already know 2 matches are official now at WWE SummerSlam. We will see Liv Morgan going one-on-one with the Queen of the Ring, Io Sky, for the Women's World Championship. So that's going to be a very interesting championship matchup. It already looks like Liv Morgan's a little nervous about that with the interaction we just witnessed at backstage between the Judgment Day, as we see Raquel Rodriguez is trying to get herself a shot at the Women's Intercontinental title. She'll have to go through Maxine Dupree in order for her to get the victory and get a title shot for that Women's IC title here at SummerSlam or possibly on Monday Night Raw. We'll have to see how that goes. But Liv Morgan, you can tell, is very worried about Io Sky, with her sort of getting in her head and figuring out what she needs to do here, having her sisters or her Judgment Day friends having her back here is probably what she's looking to do. But a very interesting matchup to see at SummerSlam, and we also will see Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi 3, but this one is inside a Hell in a Cell. Guys, this is going to be probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Hell in a Cell match that we've seen in quite a while. I mean, nothing's going to beat Undertaker Mankind. That's probably the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time, without a doubt. But I'm telling you right now, Oba versus Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell is going to be box office. And keep this in mind as keep this in mind as well. Brock Lesnar has never lost a Hell in a Cell match. Now, if you had to ask me right now, put me on the spot, who am I picking? I'm definitely picking Obafemi, because how can Obafemi get a title shot if he loses to Brock Lesnar, whether he's the King of the Ring or not? I do think Obafemi is going to come there, get the victory against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and then that's going to set us up for possibly a championship run for Obafemi. Now, will that be for the WWE title, or will that be for the World Heavyweight title? I'm not sure.
Celebrations. Hey, the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition kicked off the Get Kids Active campaign. The first event took place earlier today in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of America, right here in Atlantic City. And what a lineup of dignitaries: Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy, Triple H, Cody Rhodes, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory, and more. The place packed with kids for a day of fitness and fun, learning how physical fitness can help the next generation stay healthy, sharp, and strong. All the kids taking home a commemorative challenge coin and memories that will last a lifetime. Those kids can do a lot more push-ups than I can.
That's awesome.
I can swallow up, bottle up, wall it up, feel like God's up.
That was a softball I was tossing.
That's so cool, man. WWE helping out the kids and stuff there around Atlantic City. So cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next and making her way to the ring, it's the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky.
Io Sky winning the Queen of the Ring tournament this past Saturday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. And Corey, she wasted little time making her choice just moments after the match.
With Io's confidence at an all-time high, she looked directly at Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and said, "I will see you at SummerSlam."
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Liv Morgan will be challenged by Io Sky, the Queen of the Ring, at SummerSlam, as Io wasted no time to make her challenge, her championship challenge known.
For SummerSlam, Io Sky will take on Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. Things are just not going right for Liv. She was cursed by Danhausen, got beat by Io Sky, and now has to face the genius of the Sky again at SummerSlam.
All signs point to being
the genius of the Sky.
Hey, he uncursed the Jet from Saudi. I love the guy.
I am super duper grateful to come back to the US as the Queen! みんなのおかげで私はクイーンになれたよ。ありがとう、ありがとう、ありがとうみんな。 beat Liv Morgan this weekend. And at SummerSlam, I will beat her again. And I will be the Women's World Champion again! 私は
Uh-oh, and you know it was only a matter of time before we would hear from the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan, as she makes her way out to the ring. What does she have to say? Bow, and I gotta mute that song because I get striked out. Here we go. And now we'll hear what Liv Morgan has to say.
Wow, Io. Wow. Do you know what? I actually thought you were better than this. Are you proud of yourself? Are you actually proud of yourself? Because the way you're bragging in that ring right now, as if you beat me fair and square at Night of Champions, is making me sick.
Fair and square.
You got lucky, Io. The only reason why you beat me is because I got cursed by stupid Danhausen.
Okay, Liv.
So at SummerSlam, I promise things are gonna be different. And do you wanna know why? Because now I don't respect you. Because now you pissed me off. So maybe I'll take this opportunity to remind you what happens when you get on my bad side. Finn Balor, turned on by his own group. Stephanie Vaquer. Io, tell me, when's the last time you've seen Stephanie Vaquer around here? Exactly. And Rhea Ripley.
Oh boy.
Oh, you guys like that one? Io, I took everything from Rhea Ripley and she hasn't been the same since. So I promise you at SummerSlam, I am going to absolutely destroy you and remain the greatest Women's World Champion of all time.
So annoying.
But, until then, Io, you, my dear, are in for a whole lot of trouble.
And the Judgment Day is here as Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez now go 3-on-1. Oh, and a drop kick to Perez. And now, there goes Raquel over the top rope. Liv Morgan battling here as she sees Io Sky now, not afraid to back down. And now Liv in the ring, face to face with her challenger at SummerSlam. And Io Sky knows better than to turn her back as she takes out Raquel. And there goes Liv for Oblivion. But oh no, Io Sky catches her. And a German suplex. And Io Sky back to her feet, and now Liv Morgan's the one in trouble.
Morgan's title reign could be over.
Oh! And the big leg kick! Asuka's former leg kick, and now Io Sky going to the top rope, but wait a minute, there's Rodriguez, and oh no! And now Roxanne, with the attack in that knee, and oh no, Io Sky now getting beat up. And now it's 3-on-1, and that's helping Io Sky here.
Assault continues. Liv warned Io.
And oh no, now you see Liv and Raquel and Roxanne all attacking Io Sky.
Trying to do some lasting damage to the knee of Io Sky. Put Io at a disadvantage at SummerSlam.
And now Liv Morgan with Oblivion. And they take out Io Sky as the Judgment Day once again uses the numbers game to take advantage of Liv Morgan's opponent.
Oh no, goal. And Liv once again showing off her new submission maneuver. That half crab that took out Charlotte Flair.
And Io tapping out.
And Liv Morgan with the half crab submission hold. And Io Sky tapping out. And now referees are here trying to get
Permanent damage. Io's knee.
Liv Morgan off of Io Sky, and finally she lets go.
Well, Corey, with the Judgment Day having Liv Morgan's back, Io Sky is going to have...
That's right, guys. With Liv Morgan having Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez as backup, Io Sky is going to have the odds stacked against her. And what a brutal attack by the Judgment Day as Io Sky writhing in pain inside the ring, grabbing that left knee.
Well, tickets are available now for Zupa Boxing 09 live from the theater.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeffrey. I definitely am picking Io Sky to win that matchup because Liv Morgan is cursed. And unfortunately, Liv, you're not going to be uncursed by the time we go to SummerSlam. I can guarantee you that. Especially with Dirty Dom and JD McDonough messing with Danhausen right now. Like, what are you guys doing? You should not be doing that. Don't mess with Danhausen.
Ring. This is a serious issue for the Genius of the Sky.
I understand Io's confidence in the wake of winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, but Io may have bitten off a little more than she could chew.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a rematch from last week, LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. Let's show you what happened last week here on Monday Night Raw between these two.
That's right, guys. Last week we see Solo Sikoa come in and provide a distraction where it looked like he was helping Jimmy, but then Jimmy catches a Samoan spike, and LA Knight would take advantage with the BFT, the blunt force trauma, and LA Knight would get the victory over Jimmy Uso last Monday on Raw.
I'm just thinking, why you did what you did on Monday? Why? And why? You want to know why? It's because I hate that damn family. That's why. I hate the bloodline. And the only way for me to feel better is if I finish them. You think that I'm going to trust you, that you're not just going to go back and join them again? I've seen the movie. I know how it ends. Why is this different? It's different because I have nothing to lose. And the enemy of my enemy can be friends. Thanks, but no thanks.
And Solo Sikoa trying to befriend LA Knight, but that unfortunately did not work. And ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans, introducing for this next matchup that's scheduled for one fall. He's from LA, Los Angeles, California. It's the megastar, LA Knight! Yeah!
Introducing first from Los Angeles, California, weighing in for 240 pounds, LA Knight!
LA Knight, paranoid or not? He takes on Jimmy Uso, live next on Netflix.
All right, guys, don't forget to get your votes in here on who you're rolling with. All right, as we get these polls ready. Well, maybe the curse didn't work per se in this attack here, Jeffrey, but I think the curse is definitely going to work when Liv Morgan has to defend her women's world title. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we wait to get back to the action here after these commercial breaks. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us here and enjoying the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Share with your family and friends, and help us out here. Top of the world tonight. Out of my pocket. Uh-huh. All right, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or shout-outs, hit us up here with Super Chats. Hang out with us in the chat as well. We do appreciate y'all. All right, already got one vote for LA Knight. Con man. All right, guys, as we wait to get back to the action, we already know 2 matches are official for WWE SummerSlam. We're on the road to SummerSlam here now. It's SummerSlam, I believe, is about 5 or 6 weeks away. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're 5 weeks away. Tim, would you want to see Roman versus Seth again? Hell yeah, Joe. That's one of those matches that just never get old. Seth and Roman are so charismatic. They're so over with the fans. That matchup, you could have that match twice a year, and it would sell better than a lot of other matches do. I could guarantee you that. And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent for this next scheduled matchup that is scheduled for one fall here on WWE Raw, he is Jimmy Uso! As he takes on the megastar LA Knight here in a one-on-one matchup on WWE Raw. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, look who's accompanied Jimmy Uso to the ring. It's none other than main event Jey Uso. The Usos are here.
Jimmy Uso.
So Jimmy Uso, LA Knight will run it back. Last week, LA Knight knocked off Jimmy Uso in a matchup thanks to Solo Sikoa.
We got main event Jey Uso out here at his brother's side. Actually here to join us on commentary.
Come on, what up, folks?
Hey, Jey Uso's here with us on commentary. Welcome, Jey.
What's up with it?
Well, Jey, as this matchup gets underway, I do want to say to you, congratulations on a hell of a fight this past Saturday at King of the Ring against Oba Femi.
Hey, appreciate that, Cole. I done went across the world, man. Went finals in King of the Ring. Hey, justice for Jey, though, man. Over tapped. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Come on, Big Jim.
Jey, is it safe to assume you're out here to watch your brother's back after
What's up, LA? So, all I'm saying, I see you come out here like this. I'm just saying, make sure you stick in your little seat there. All right. You don't want to regret it. Let me learn something. Yeah. I'll learn something. I'll teach you. You need something? Yeah, okay.
So, Jey, I got a question for you because I've said this on a number of occasions. It appears that LA Knight has gotten extremely paranoid as of late.
Sorry, Cole. Yeah, paranoid, man. Hate. Trying to get into my.
So this matchup's underway, guys. Don't forget to get your votes in as we see a tie-up here in the middle of the ring between Jimmy and LA Knight. Jimmy Uso still tying up here, rolling around corner to corner here thus far. Now Jimmy's got the upper hand.
He'll smarten up, though.
And referee Jessica Carr trying to separate these two men. I mean, LA Knight does have a point. The bloodline has cost him a number of matches.
So another tie-up and a sidelock head takedown there by LA Knight on Jimmy Uso.
I don't remember none of that, Cole.
And LA Knight now controlling Jimmy Uso.
You know the rules, Cole. If you don't remember it, it never really happens.
Knight again picked up the win last week thanks to the interference
What's up, Sonic?
of Solo Sikoa.
What details, if anything, can you give us, Jey, regarding?
Yeah, he probably was going to choose Roman.
Solo from the outside. We got Jacob in the fold now.
Roman Reigns is here tonight.
Oh, so LA Knight trying to pull the arm of Jimmy Uso out of socket. And now an arm drag takedown by Jimmy Uso, who's now got the upper hand, going after that left arm here of LA Knight. So Jimmy Uso in control here.
To be
honest, man, I ain't even seen Tribal Chief today, man. I was over there eating catering, man. I'm to be honest, I was ducking him on purpose, man.
I was going to say, were you avoiding him?
Kind of. Kind of.
And Jimmy now whipped across the ring by...
Off the ropes. Oh, and a big elbow there. Takes down Jimmy Uso by LA Knight. And guys, we just heard from Jey Uso, who is ringside. Apparently, he's a little nervous about talking to the Tribal Chief here today. And a big right hand there from from LA Knight to Big Jim.
I think LA Knight should do is focus completely on Jimmy instead of staring over here at Jey Uso and screaming.
And now stomping a mud hole there, and Jimmy Uso in the corner is LA Knight, who's got the upper hand right now.
Jimmy Uso being stomped down in the corner.
And now from corner to corner, oh, and the elbow, the knee to the chin of Jimmy Uso, the cover here, and a kick out at 2.
Jimmy Uso.
Hey, can you tell us anything strategy-wise? What Big Jim's looking to do differently tonight than last week? You just stick to the game plan. Just do what he does.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Red. LA Knight is slick in the ring.
Oh, and a big uppercut and a super kick to the gut here by Big Jim, and another slap to the face. And now looking for that spinning enziguri, and it connects as Big Jim has the upper hand now.
You need to stop that.
And
now, oh, the backside splash in the corner. And now Jimmy Uso heading to the top rope, looking for that Uso splash.
LA Knight trying to make it back to his feet.
But LA Knight back to his feet. A crossbody there connects the cover here. And a kick out at 2 by LA Knight.
LA Knight, a two-time United States champion, Jimmy Uso.
And oh, a big clothesline there takes out LA Knight off the top rope. And now with the yeet diving through. Oh, Big Jim takes out LA Knight as Jimmy Uso dives through the middle ropes and takes out his opponent. This matchup will continue. Coming up next here, guys. Wow, what a matchup here. As Jimmy Uso goes one-on-one with LA Knight, we hear Jey Uso is at ringside, avoiding the OTC, the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, after his loss to Obafemi at WWE Night of Champions in the finals of the 2026 King of the Ring tournament. So Jey Uso may be avoiding Roman Reigns here for the rest of the night. I don't imagine he's going to be able to do that with Roman Reigns scheduled to be here tonight on WWE Monday Night Raw. We also see Big Jim looking for a rebound after the loss last week to LA Knight, where Solo Sikoa got involved, and it looks like Solo, off of what we heard from WWE Friday Night SmackDown, is that he wants nothing to do with the Bloodline. As a matter of fact, he wants to do everything in his power to end and kill the Bloodline, and he was looking for LA Knight's help, but LA wasn't falling for that. He does not want to be friends with Solo Sikoa. He, when he was back with the Bloodline, cost LA Knight a lot back in the day. And now we see LA Knight a little paranoid, if you will, right? Paranoid to the point where it's almost like he is holding himself back because of right now with all of the Bloodline history that he has with Roman, with Jimmy, with Jay, and Solo. Maybe not so much Jacob Fott too, but man, LA getting in his head a little bit about this whole Bloodline situation. But we'll see if he's able to overcome the odds and get the victory again here in this one. With Jey Uso at ringside, I think Jimmy Uso has got to have the advantage here, right, in this matchup. Let me know, guys, who are you picking to win this match here that is next here on Monday Night Raw? We have Jimmy Uso going one-on-one with LA Knight here on WWE Monday Night Raw. So appreciate you guys hanging out here with us. Maybe Solo's going to interfere, KC. Yeah, good possibility. It's definitely a good possibility. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have been so awesome hanging out with us here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you got any questions, anybody want to talk about anything, if you got any wrestling questions, or maybe you just want to shout out something, you know, hit us up, man. Boom, 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 boom. That's right, guys. It'll be Sunday night's main event in Atlanta, Labor Day weekend, Sunday, September 6th, as we see that coming up for WWE. And now we're back to the action here. Jimmy Uso going one-on-one with LA Knight. A big chop by Big Jim. And LA Knight looks like he's in trouble.
Jimmy's brother. Come on, Uso. How do you think Jimmy's doing so far?
Come on, Big Jim.
Jay's credit, he's remained an innocent bystander throughout this.
Oh, and a big chop there as well from Big Jim, but a big right hand from Knight. And now a chop of his own as LA Knight now continues with the left jabs here. Off the ropes, Big Jim able to counter, and LA Knight, oh, got caught with a Samoan drop. A huge one there from Big Jim.
Yeah, LA.
And now Jimmy Uso in control here.
Uso is back in control.
And looking to finish this matchup. LA Knight in the corner. Here goes Big Jim.
Because Big Jim.
Oh, missing as LA Knight gets out of harm's way there. And now after that move, Jim could be in big trouble. And now the lefts, and another jab. Oh, but the slap by Jimmy Uso. And now LA Knight in trouble. Off the ropes here. Knight, what's he going to do? Ducking under the clothesline. Ducking under a back elbow. A big leaping clothesline takes down Big Jim. And now, oh, a nice Russian leg sweep. And now Knight in control here. And LA throwing Jimmy into the corner here. And oh, a beautiful neck breaker there connects. And now here goes LA Knight looking for that signature elbow drop. You know what's coming up next.
LA Knight from the second rope.
And wait a minute. Oh, Jimmy got up to his feet. LA Knight leaps over him. And oh, a big super kick. Connects by Big Jim. Oh, and a spear. The cover. Oh, and a kick out at 2.5 by LA Knight. What's up, Greg? And man, what a big super kick there.
Epic spear, but not enough to keep the megastar down for 3.
They're not quite sure how Knight was
And man, I don't know how LA Knight was able to kick out of that. But now Jimmy Uso looking to finish this matchup off. He's going up to the top rope here.
Stay on him, Jim.
Oh, and a big right hand. And LA Knight now trying to battle back. And now, Jimmy in a bad spot here. Jimmy Uso up on the top rope. LA Knight going after him. Oh, was shoved off. Big Jim now looking to take advantage. But wait a minute. LA Knight leaps up to the top rope here. Look at the athleticism. And the superplex connects to Big Jim.
Rollin toward the cover. Hooks the leg. Jimmy Uso kicks out. Let's go.
So Jimmy Uso able to kick out there. And just barely after a beautiful leaping superplex from LA Knight. This was absolutely a thing of beauty. And LA Knight looking to get the cover right away, but not able to put away Big Jim. And now we see here outside the ring, Jimmy talking to Jay. LA Knight, oh, diving through as the drop kick connects.
Stop cheating. Cheating now. Hey, bro, come on. He's pulling his hair. He's pulling his hair. Watch out. Watch out.
And look at that as we see Jimmy Uso almost get thrown into Jey Uso. But wait a minute, LA Knight with the cheap shot on Jey Uso. And I didn't see that coming from LA Knight. And now back inside the ring, Jimmy, got caught. The neck breaker by LA Knight.
DDT from a LA Knight now to Jimmy Uso. And Jay's out here trying to...
And LA Knight back to his feet. And looking to possibly put this matchup away. Knight from the middle rope. And a leaping elbow drop connects to the chest of Big Jim. And now LA Knight looking to put this matchup away. And all the right hand to Jey Uso. And the roll up here by Jimmy. The cover. And your winner in this matchup, it's Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso taking advantage of the situation. LA Knight made the fatal error of taking his eye off the ball. LA Knight took a cheap shot at main event Jay.
And oh, the right hand from LA Knight, the cheap shot. But wait a minute, there's Jay now going after Knight. And now Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso going after LA. The right hands from Jay to LA Knight. But wait a minute! Solo's here! And now the spine connects to Jimmy Uso! And Solo taunting Jay! And Jay has no idea what's happening as Solo Sikoa again sneak attacks Jimmy Uso! And wait a minute, Jay, you better watch out behind you, buddy! Jay! Checking on Jimmy, but wait a minute! LA Knight! Blood Force Drama! The BFT connects to Jey Uso!
Corey, in a roundabout way again tonight, Solo Sikoa actually helped LA Knight out.
When you do think about it, guys, Solo was there to help out LA Knight again. And if you're LA, you may have to consider getting some backup here.
Solo Sikoa on the same page.
Oh, here's the thing, Corey. LA Knight may have no interest in joining Solo Sikoa, but he may have no choice.
The Bloodline has historically been one of the most dominant forces WWE and this industry has ever known. You're not going to take them down on your own, no matter who you are. You might want to think about that again, LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, put this on your calendar. July 21st. It is the return of the critically acclaimed documentary series WWE.
All right, thank you everybody hanging out here on the channel. Whoa, Jeffrey, Paraguay getting a 4-3 victory over Germany. I think I'd call that an upset. Heck yeah, man. So appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Rhodes and Gunther in a triple threat match. But there was a hell of an altercation after the event backstage between Gunther and the general manager of SmackDown.
This has gone viral. Gunther with the confrontation between SmackDown general manager.
Shut up and I'm talking to you. What is it with you, huh? Is it... Come on, I talked to him.
Hey,
what is it with you?
Is
it personal, huh?
What is it about
personal? You know what it is? You're jealous. You would love to be in my position. You're jealous because you're a failed wrestler yourself.
Don't touch
you're
me,
failed.
Hey,
you're
don't touch me.
miserable.
I told you again,
That's
don't
what
touch me.
what
You
you
get
gonna do,
one.
huh? What you gonna do for me?
Oh, and Gunther going after the SmackDown general manager.
We have an update on the situation. This is an official statement from WWE headquarters. General Manager Nick Aldis of SmackDown and Gunther have been sent home because of this situation. Also, Nick Aldis has been placed on administrative leave pending further investigation. So Raw General Manager Adam Pearce will run both Raw and SmackDown for the time being.
Adam Pearce, as usual, has his hands.
Oh boy, that's big news, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the night continues here on Monday Night Raw.
Whoa.
With Chad Gable. The redemption tour continues. Gable is in action against the Judgment Day's J.D. McDonough. It's live and it's next.
It looks like Gable may have some backup in his corner as Penta is there. Wishing good luck to Chad Gable in his matchup coming up next as he's going to take on J.D. McDonough of the Judgment Day. All right, guys, so big breaking news that we just found out a moment ago. It looks like because of the altercation that the ring general Gunther had after WWE Night of Champions with SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis, it looks like both Gunther and the SmackDown general manager have been sent home, and Nick Aldis has been put on administrative leave pending an investigation by WWE. So it looks like Monday Night Raw general manager Adam Pearce will now be the general manager for both WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there with that. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Boom, boom, we-oh, doom, doom, de-doo, doo, de-doo. And guys, it's official. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell will take place at SummerSlam 2026. That's going to be one hell of a match, man. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity goes once in a lifetime. Y'all better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. Only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Yeah, poor Germany, man. That's a huge upset, I guess, with Paraguay getting the victory over them in the World Cup. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, we're going out to where the sands turn to gold. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Atlantic City. And tonight's WWE RAW is brought to you by DoorDash. Your door...
Oh, and there's Jimmy and Jay.
Hey, Jacob. Man, where the hell you been at all night, man?
Hey, man. How many times we gotta go through this? I will take orders from the OTC. Not you. Definitely not your punk ass, Jay.
Man.
Hey, matter of fact, after what happened tonight, orders from the OTC. I'm going to SmackDown to finish this with Solo.
Well, damn.
Oh, boy.
I mean, me and you going. Because my way ain't go right at Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn champ now.
Yeah.
Guess what, Oos? He ain't got no challenger now. I'm bringing gold back to the bloodline.
Yeet. Okay. Well, I'll see you there then.
All right. Let me ride with you. Group text.
Well, before we get to SmackDown...
Wow, okay, guys. So we did just find out, looks like Jacob Fatu is headed to WWE Friday Night SmackDown to confront Solo Sikoa and take care of that problem. But it also looks like main event Jey Uso looks to challenge Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Championship.
The NBA Finals MVP, the NBA champion, massive WWE fan, Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks receiving this
What's up, Devin?
title. Congratulations to Brunson of the Knicks.
Speaking of the Knicks, name on canvas is back at MSG, this time for Saturday night's main event. Don't miss your chance to purchase your personalized piece of history from the world's most famous arena on WWEshop.com. Keep an eye out for more events being announced soon.
Why is everyone so on my back about what happened in London? It takes two to lose a tag team title match, and Bayley and I both let the frustration get the better of us. I just think it's so unfair that I let the anger get the better of me one time, and everyone just forgets that I have been being the bigger person for a year. I'm not proud of what happened, but I'm not losing any sleep over it either. I have bit my tongue and carried the load and sacrificed my success over and over because I wanted to bring Bayley to the top with me. Everyone already knows I can do it by myself. I was the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion. I put my trust in someone who's supposed to be one of the best. And now there's this huge gap between who I am and who I could be. I never wanted to hurt Bayley.
Okay, Lyra.
But last week,
Sure.
it felt so good to close that gap. Just a little.
There's Maxine Dupree backstage.
I meant every word I said last week. But I'm sorry for how I handled it. I appreciate the gesture, and I know...
Maxine, thank you for that, but you don't owe me an apology. You don't owe me forgiveness either. Right? If it comes, that's going to come on your own time, but it's not tonight. I want you to focus on what's in front of you right now, and that's your match. So good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Chad
Gable
tonight against JD McDonough.
wishing Maxine Dupree good luck. Well, I didn't have that on my bingo card here today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Judgment Day, it's Raquel Rodriguez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez.
Massive stakes in this matchup. The winner gets an opportunity at the Intercontinental Champion Solo Ruka. Maxine, Raquel, live next on Netflix.
All right, guys, so coming up next is going to be Raquel Rodriguez versus Maxine Dupree. After these commercials. All right, so we'll set up our next poll here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Raquel Rodriguez. Gosh, I wish I knew how to spell that. All right, guys, still got about a minute before we get back to the action here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Raquel. What's up, Job? How we doing, brother? All right, guys, just a few moments away from getting back to the action. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We do have the next match here in our poll question. It's Maxine Dupree facing Raquel Rodriguez. The winner of this matchup will more than likely have a chance to get a title shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Maxine Dupree, a former winner and former Women's Intercontinental Champion as well. And Raquel Rodriguez looking to become the new #1 contender here for that title. Who is your least favorite NFL player? Least favorite? My least favorite NFL player. Good question. Yeah, I don't think I have an answer for that. I really don't. I don't think I have a least favorite player. I think that's kind of a negative mindset to have something like that.
Maxine Dupree, a former Intercontinental Champion, would love another opportunity at the title. She's never beaten Raquel Rodriguez in her career. She need to do that to earn that opportunity tonight.
This is a physical mismatch in every sense of the word. Maxine Dupree, a former Intercontinental Champion, but Raquel is still hungry. Raquel wants singles gold.
All right, so the bell rings. Oh, ducking onto that big boot is Maxine Dupree. And now the right hands and a spinning back kick to Raquel. A big high kick as well from Maxine. And now getting caught here, Maxine. Oh, a nice hurricane run. It throws Raquel outside the ring. And now here goes Maxine sliding through. Raquel dodges and now into that clothesline. But oh, grabbing the hair of Maxine is Raquel Rodriguez. And now Maxine, throw back inside the ring.
Listen, I don't stick my nose into other people's personal affairs, Michael Cole.
Oh.
Okay, that's loser behavior.
And kick to the gut here.
Rodriguez now.
As we see Rodriguez. Springboard. Oh, a beautiful suplex by Raquel, the cover. And a kick out in two back by Maxine. So Maxine Dupree.
Rodriguez now just having her way with Maxine.
Let me ask you this, if the improvement of Maxine...
And now Raquel back on the attack here.
What if she loses tonight?
And,
That theory
head first there into the top turnbuckle. And now Maxine in trouble. Raquel with the big back elbows connecting here. And now Maxine's in trouble. Raquel Rodriguez with the advantage.
She's been close so many times to a world championship.
And now Raquel picking her up on her shoulders. Now Maxine in trouble. And the backbreaker here by Raquel as she continues to torture Maxine, who's not trying to fight back out of this here.
Raquel, just so overpowering, so intimidating.
And trying to force Maxine to tap out here.
Maxine's done a great job of mitigating the pressure, rolling her way toward
And wait a minute, looking for a roll-up here, but Raquel able to stop and grab Maxine, pick her up off the mat, but ducking over the clothesline. Oh, but the second one connects as Raquel Rodriguez takes down Maxine, the cover, and a kick out at two.
Take another look. Raquel missed wildly with the first.
And a big clothesline there from Raquel Rodriguez. And now Maxine in big trouble. Raquel, springboard, and counter a DDT. As we see Maxine able to counter the suplex attempt by Raquel Rodriguez. And now back up to her feet, Maxine continuing here to battle, and the big boot connects there to Raquel. And now in the corner, Maxine, a big back elbow as well, continuing to fight here is Dupree. Ducking under the clothesline, Maxine off the ropes. Oh, that clothesline connects, but Raquel's still on her feet. Maxine with another clothesline, Raquel's still on her feet. And now that boot is countered with a big back boot there from Maxine. And now here we go. Maxine Dupree fired up. And the big stop and leg drop connects the cover. And a kick out in two. Raquel Rodriguez still in this matchup, but Maxine may be ready to end this one.
Maxine with a front face lock.
And grabs Raquel looking for a cradle suplex, but wait a minute, Raquel able to counter. And Maxine lands on her feet. And a spinning back kick is countered. Raquel! And the Tejada bomb, the cover, and your victory and winner is Raquel Rodriguez.
She is big, she is strong, she is mean, and she may be your next Intercontinental Champion.
A big Tejada bomb there from Raquel Rodriguez as she gets the victory on Maxine Dupree, and now looking to become the next Women's WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Raquel Rodriguez is hungry for the Intercontinental title.
And wait a minute, Danhausen.
Who's in my lab? Who's this? Jade Dom. Oh no! Someone took my next gift.
This is what you get.
Oh, me? Wait a minute. What do you mean? You weren't here? You made this mess? You made experiments in my lab?
No, you idiot. We trashed it.
Wait, what did I do to you?
Are you kidding me? You stole $100,000 from Dominic, you electrocuted JD, and worst of all, you cursed me and cost me Queen of the Ring.
Oh, yeah.
So if I were you, I'd find a way to make this right, or the Judgment Day is going to continue making your pathetic little life a living hell.
Okay. Ow. Put your hair next time. Clean this all up.
Poor Danhausen.
Poor Danhausen being attacked, it looks like, by the Judgment Day and Liv Morgan.
Win something.
He did.
How many rebounds did Danhausen have?
He uncursed them. They lost one game since the Knicks were uncursed.
They're as delusional as the rest of them.
contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
We saw J.D. McDonough earlier, and it looks like he's recovered after being electrocuted by Danhausen last week. Well, he better be recovered because he's going into action against this man, Chad Gable, J.D. McDonough.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable versus J.D. McDonough. One-on-one coming up next here on WWE Monday Night Raw. As we see there, Raquel Rodriguez was able to get the victory over Maxine Dupree. So now Raquel possibly has a shot at being the new #1 contender now for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. All right, so let's get our next match here underway. At least in the poll question. Pick your winner for this match on WWE Monday Night Raw. Got J.D. McDonough. Let's do J.D. versus Chad Gable. What the fuck is that? There you go. All right, guys. Poll question is up. We've still got about a minute and a half for commercial break before we get back to the action. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just get a quick beverage here. Getting pretty hot in my studio. So we'll go ahead and go get a beverage and get right back to the action here in just a few seconds. Ugh.
Stole it from Danhausen, and now he's wearing it out here.
Oh, wow.
The new guy the Knicks just drafted, the German kid. It's totally
So a
unrelated.
Danhausen jersey being worn by Dirty Dominic Mysterio as we get ready for this next matchup here. A tie-up in the middle of the ring, and Chad Gable takes down J.D. McDonough. Nice takedown there by Gable. And J.D. McDonough trying to counter now. A good wrestling match here. But McDonough gets to the bottom rope.
Let's talk about what's happening inside the ring, because we do have two of the best technically sound wrestlers in the game right in front of us.
Yeah, first time ever one-on-one, Chad Gable and J.D. McDonough.
So a tie-up here now, and Gable going right to that wrist lock there on that left arm there of J.D. McDonough. And J.D. a nice roll through here. Gable still holding on. Oh, good counter, and oh man, slamming down Chad Gable right into a left armbar. A beautiful maneuver there by J.D. McDonough. Now Chad Gable trying to get back to his feet here. And we see here McDonough still focusing on that wrist lock here on the left hand and left arm of Chad Gable. Gable looking to scout his opponent here.
A couple of weeks ago, he knocked off Rusev.
And a roll through there, and Gable.
Sincere when it comes to this redemption.
Oh, nice little roll up there, and countering here, and JD's, got confused on what was happening there. Now Gable with a cradle here, the cover, and a kick at it too by McDonough. And a kick to the gut there, and now JD back into this one. And a big chop there connects.
All you have done is cast aspersions like a pro.
Well, let's see what's happened tonight. Liv Morgan and
roll through. Oh, no, JD flipped over, and then the arm drag takedown there by Chad Gable. And now, in the corner here, J.D. McDonough. Oh, a chop to the chest by Chad Gable. And J.D. in big trouble here. And another chop there by Chad.
Chad Gable now unloading on J.D. McDonough.
And off the ropes there, the roll through, J.D. Oh, counter by Gable. Oh, and another counter here by J.D. And Gable able to roll out. And now looking for another cover here. Oh, and wait a minute, that's a nice counter, JD into the roll-up, and that's kick out as well. Another roll-up here by Gable, and there's JD McDonough with a beautiful bridge. And wait a minute now, JD could be looking for a slide through, but roll through with the heel, kicking the head of McDonough, and right into the ankle lock. And McDonough could be in trouble. Chad Gable with the ankle lock. And now there's Dominic Mysterio. As you see, J.D. McDonough takes advantage of Dominic Mysterio helping him out.
Not only is he the AAA and Mega Champion, he's a great friend.
And now Chad Gable staring down Dominic Mysterio. And Mysterio, provides the distraction as Chad Gable gets shoved into the steel steps. That left knee, and Gable may be hurt now. And now J.D. McDonough going after Gable's left knee on the steps here. No, J.D. Slamming that left knee on top of the steel steps. And now J.D. McDonough's completely in control here on WWE Monday Night Raw. Will J.D. McDonough be able to pull off the upset here against Chad Gable, who's been on a little bit of a hot streak here? Or will we see Chad Gable continue his winning ways with a victory here over J.D. McDonough of the Judgment Day, even though Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the AAA Mega Champion, is at ringside, providing a distraction that could give J.D. McDonough the advantage to get the victory in this matchup here coming up after these commercial breaks here on WWE Monday Night Raw. Let me know, guys, in my poll here on the live chat, who are you rolling with in this next matchup? Do you have J.D. McDonough pulling off the victory, or do you have Chad Gable getting the win here in this one, even with the odds stacked against him here on WWE Monday Night Raw? We will find out after these commercial breaks, but thank you everybody for hanging out here on TimReynoldsShow. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Greg? How we doing, man? And here we go, guys. Cracking open another cold one here as we got another soda and another toast. Cheers to y'all hanging out here on TimReynoldsShow. Appreciate y'all. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you coming back no more. Bum, 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 bum. Chica, 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 chica. All right, guys, so we still get to see Roman Reigns here on Monday Night Raw. This probably will be our last match of the night, I think. And we'll see what happens. I wonder if Danhausen's going to come out here. That would be really cool. Especially because Dirty Dominic Mysterio has his gifted Knicks jersey that he stole from him. Hope everybody's doing well, hanging out here in the chat. Don't forget to get your votes in the poll. Just waiting for the last few seconds here to get back to the action. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please.
Opportunity as he just sent
So Chad Gable now back to action here as JD McDonough gets back in the ring. And a German suplex connects from Gable.
And look at this now.
And another German suplex. And Chad Gable really trying to stick to the action here, trying to wear down JD McDonough. McDonough trying to fight out of it. The back elbows connect now, reversing it, but now Gable able to reverse it again, and now another German suplex. This time, JD McDonough flipped end over end. And you see Gable fighting through that left knee pain, and a kick out of two.
Take another look at this released German suplex from Gable. Face first landing for McDonough. This could be the opening Gable needed.
Now Gable trying to get some blood back in that knee, and blocking a kick, but then dropped there by JD. And wait a minute, Gable with the front flip heel kick. And now off the ropes here, out of the corner, Gable. Another rolling heel kick. But a standing Spanish fly, the cover, and a kick out. No, a roll up here by Gable, and a kick out at two. And then a big elbow connects from Chad, and now JD with a headbutt. And oh my goodness, wait a minute, the cover. And JD's move led to a cover here, and Chad Gable almost pulls off the victory. And we see there the slide through almost helps Chad get the win.
Gable versus JD McDonough here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And look at Gable go.
Now Gable with the right hands here. JD, though, able to counter with a couple of combinations here. Off the top. Now a big powerbomb by McDonough. And a kick out. And now JD right back on the attack, looking for a standing suplex, and that connects.
Is it enough here? Chad somehow kicked out. And what a physical matchup this has been.
As expected, two of the most technically sound superstars on the roster.
What's up, Tommy?
Both men
now JD McDonough back to the action here. And Gable, able to counter, and now Gable in the corner rolls out of the way. McDonough now, tossed that over end into the corner. McDonough may have landed on his neck. And now you see here Chad Gable going up to the top rope here and looking for what could be a moonsault. But JD got the leg up, but Chad Gable catches it. The ankle lock's locked in. And now Chad Gable looking to put away JD McDonough, still holding on to that ankle, refusing to let go, trying to force JD to tap out. JD, this time, able to roll through, and now Chad Gable on the outside ring apron. But wait a minute. Gable going up to the top rope. Rey Mysterio, or I should say Dominic Mysterio, getting involved, and JD McDonough able to take advantage. And now JD up to the top rope here. And oh my goodness!
Gable may be out. Chad
And I don't know how Chad kicked out of that, ladies and gentlemen. That did not look good. That was a weird Spanish fly. Look at this landing as JD McDonough lands right on top of Chad Gable. That was scary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. That was scary. And Chad Gable got put through the ring pretty much, and JD McDonough landing right on top of him. That was crazy. And wait a minute, Danhausen's here.
I think he just signaled the Dom and said, I got your money.
And now Mcdonough losing Dominic as Dominic Mysterio chases Danhausen, and now Chad Gable looking for the roll through power. No, wait a minute, it's a roll up by JD. Oh, and now a counter by Gable, and right into the ankle lock. And now Chad Gable's got the ankle lock locked in. And your winner in this matchup with the submission, it's Chad Gable.
Oh, Dirty Dom a bit too late as he rushes back to the ring. Chad Gable.
Yeah, Sean, you're right about that, bro. And now Dirty Dom back inside the ring here.
One of the most vicious Spanish flies we've ever seen.
Told you that was going to be a heck of a match.
Hopefully, a little bit of consolation lies waiting for McDonough and Mysterio.
There's also human monies awaiting these guys in that
6 figures worth
briefcase.
Oh! And it's a trap by Danhausen. And now, wait a minute, Danhausen takes his jersey back. Danhausen's here. Danhausen freaking rules, man. And taking back his Knicks jersey is Danhausen. Oh, and wait a minute, Raquel Rodriguez with the cheap shot.
Danhausen's disappeared. Now Raquel has the jersey back.
I got it.
Yeah, that jersey might be worth a bunch of money someday if this Danhausen kid performs the way he's supposed to.
I got the jersey back.
And he's great under the boards.
It's on the boards. What do you do wrong?
Maxine Dupree backstage. It's Austin Theory.
What was that?
I don't know. I thought I was ready for Raquel. I went out there focused.
I'm not talking about Raquel. I'm talking about what you said to Chad.
Chad is complicated.
Complicated? This right here is simple. If you want to go back down that road, maybe this ain't working out.
Oh, interesting there.
You okay? Babe.
I don't know.
Rough night, but ladies and gentlemen,
Akira Tozawa and Otis trying to figure out what's going on with Maxine Dupree. But ladies and gentlemen, it is official. It will be Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar 3 at WWE SummerSlam inside Hell in a Cell. And then we'll also see the Women's World Championship on the line as Liv Morgan goes one-on-one with the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky. And guys, how about Danhausen wrecking the day for JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio? Oh, man, this is going to be good, man. Are we going to have, like, Danhausen versus the Judgment Day at SummerSlam? Come on. That would be awesome. Watch they give, like, Danhausen, like, The Miz and Kit Wilson and Matt Cardona as, like, his faction, but really, like, his pawns, or if you will. That'd be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans around the world, the moment we've all been waiting for here on WWE Monday Night Raw. It is the arrival of the OTC, your tribal chief, your world heavyweight champion, accompanied by the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, and the World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is here live next on Netflix.
All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. So Chad Gable gets a win in that last matchup here, or okay, what the fuck was that? All right, everybody, thank you for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. We are getting ready for our main event segment here on Monday Night Raw, as we'll hear from the OTC himself, the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns will be speaking to us here coming up next on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, appreciate everybody supporting the channel, being a part of the live stream here. Normally 8 o'clock is when we would start Monday Night Raw. They did have it earlier today because they're also doing a taping of Friday Night SmackDown after this show here today. So going to be very interesting. Yeah, guys, so it is official here already on Twitter. WWE has announced that Nick Aldis has been placed on administrative leave following his physical confrontation with Gunther. And Adam Pearce is now in charge of both Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Could we possibly be seeing Gunther versus Nick Aldis? I don't know if I like that.
champion, Roman Reigns.
So we'll hear what Roman Reigns has to say here. A lot of cheers here for Roman Reigns, man.
Atlantic City!
Acknowledge me.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, look who has arrived here on Monday Night Raw. Looks like he's ready to confront Roman Reigns. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He's Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, 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 burn it down! And Seth Rollins stepping inside the ring. And these two men just staring each other down as we find out what Seth Rollins wants with Roman Reigns. But I think we all know.
Hello, my brother. "14 years. You and I have been tied together from this moment all the way back to the formation of the Shield. You call it fate, you call it destiny, you call it whatever you want, but it feels very fitting to me that we are here in this moment in Atlantic City. And you are in possession of a title that belongs to me. And yes, my brother, it is time to collect.
Collect? You must be confused.
Oh boy.
You're the back of the line. You hadn't done anything of late to earn a shot at the tribal chief.
Look, you can play that game with everybody else in that locker room. You can't play it with me. When it comes to you, I am always at the front of the line. Because for everything that you have done, you owe me. And for everything that you have become, everything that you are, I own you.
Whoa. Okay, Rollins,
I
where
own
you
your
going
ass
with this?
in this ring. I own you up here, and I own you right here.
What? Pointing at his head and his
For
soul?
the last 14 years. You want proof? Let's walk it back. WrestleMania 41, triple threat match. I pinned you in the center of this ring and took your wise man. Walk it back. A year before that, WrestleMania 40, I sacrificed myself so Cody Rhodes could end your reign of terror.
Makes a good point.
Speaking of that reign of terror, for 4 years, you were unstoppable. You beat everybody except for one person. I can walk it back even further if you want. I can walk it back all the way to the greatest cash-in in the history of WrestleMania. I took your main event, and you couldn't do a damn thing about it.
Seth makes some good points.
I have owned you since the day I put a steel chair in your back. And ended the Shield. I'm not here to ask you for anything, Roman. Matter of fact, I'm here to give you something. I'm here to give you something nobody else in the world can give you. And I'll tell you why. Because everything that you say you are, everything that these people believe you are,
You are that great. You have done it all. You have won every title there is to win.
Good point.
You have main evented every show there is to main event.
Yep.
Your WrestleMania main event record will never, ever, ever be broken. But there is one thing in your career that you have not been able to do. Beat me.
Good point, Seth. Good point, Rollins.
I'm here to give you that opportunity.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you right now, man. I'm gonna be real with all of you right now. This may be your last chance to close that loop.
Wait a minute, what?
You and me, we came into this company together. We came through that crowd. We knocked down the door. We kicked the old generation to the curb. We made this place our own. We created the greatest generation in the history of this industry. You and me, we did that together.
Okay, Seth.
But man, we are much closer to the end than we are to the beginning. And just like it was when we came in, young, hungry, ready to take over, there is a new generation of young men and women coming in and ready to do the same thing to us. So I say again, this may be our last chance to do this dance, brother. What do you want your legacy to be? When you are retired, you will go down as one of the greatest of all time. No doubt about it, probably #1. You are a surefire Hall of Famer. Hell, they should just give you your own Hall of Fame show. You be the only one, and I might even be there to induct you. But if you don't accept this challenge, you will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins.
Ooh, some big words here by Seth Rollins.
What do you say, brother? For old time's sake?
Roman Reigns staring a hole through Seth Rollins. Could we see Roman versus Seth at SummerSlam?
It's been a long time since I've heard any truth come out of your mouth, little brother. But you're right. I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you. I need my entire family to witness me beating you. And at SummerSlam, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
No way! Are you kidding me?
I accept.
Oh! The challenge has been accepted! And guys, SummerSlam is already turning out to be bigger than WrestleMania, as we will see Roman Reigns go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Whoa!
The OTC, the World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And the visionary, Seth Rollins.
And Seth Rollins in what could be one of the biggest matchups we have ever seen in the history of SummerSlam. It will be Seth freaking Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wow! What a way to end Monday Night Raw, as Seth Rollins is not backing down after a big victory at WWE Night of Champions over Braun Breaker in a steel cage match. Rollins knows that the end of his career is coming sooner rather than later, with both of these men being in the business for over 14 years, and now we will see this rivalry come to a head as Seth Rollins lays out the challenge for the World Heavyweight Champion. The OTC hesitates but accepts the challenge laid down from Seth freaking Rollins, as it looks like Roman Reigns will get his chance for redemption to finally put the Seth Rollins story to an end, as we will see Roman Reigns defend the World Heavyweight Championship in a one-on-one matchup in the main event of SummerSlam against Seth freaking Rollins. And guys, we already did find out at WWE Night of Champions, after Io Sky was able to defeat the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan to be crowned the new 2026 Queen of the Ring, she laid down the challenge to Liv Morgan, and now we will see Liv Morgan go one-on-one with Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. And guys, we also seen the Judgment Day earlier today on Monday Night Raw attack Io Sky and get the better hand of the challenger, and now it looks like the number one contender may need to get some backup or find some friends, because right now, with the numbers game from the Judgment Day, it does look like Liv Morgan has the upper hand and the momentum right now going up against Io Sky. But don't you fret, WWE Universe, because we also see that Danhausen has cursed practically all of Judgment Day. JD McDonough and Dirty Dominic Mysterio got involved in messing up Danhausen's lab and stealing a gift that he was given from the New York Knicks. And because of that, we would see in a matchup between JD McDonough and Chad Gable, we would see Dirty Dom with that New York Knicks jersey there at ringside, and then Danhausen would come out looking for a little payback, and that provided the distraction for Chad Gable to get the victory over JD McDonough here on Monday Night Raw. And then Dirty Dom and JD thought they had their monies back with the suitcase dropped off by Danhausen, but you had to know that something was up, and it was a trap set by Danhausen that exploded right in the face of Dirty Dom and JD McDonough. Now, Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day did come out and take out Danhausen and get the jersey back for Dirty Dominic Mysterio. So you gotta wonder, what does this mean now for the Judgment Day, especially after Liv Morgan earlier came and confronted Danhausen and said, this kind of stuff's gonna keep happening to you. We're gonna keep messing with you until you uncurse us and right your wrongs after you cost me the Queen of the Ring tournament at WWE Night of Champions. So I'm not really sure what's up with Danhausen here, but I think he's gonna need some backup if the Judgment Day is gonna be all over messing with Danhausen. And why is the Judgment Day doing this, man? So now Dirty Dom is cursed, JD McDonough is cursed, and Liv Morgan is now cursed. I don't think this bodes well, not only for JD and Dominic, but also for Liv Morgan. She's got a Women's World Championship match coming up at SummerSlam against Io Sky. A very bad time for Liv Morgan to be cursed by Danhausen. So you got to wonder what that means going forward. And speaking of Raquel Rodriguez, she was able to get a big victory here in a one-on-one matchup against Maxine Dupree here on Monday Night Raw. And now she moves one step closer to being the new number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So we'll see if she's able to earn that opportunity next week on Monday Night Raw. But guys, we also seen Maxine Dupree suffer a tough loss, and she was confronted by Austin Theory after this matchup, where Theory says, maybe this isn't going to work out. Like, are they dating? Are they a thing? We've seen Austin Theory and Maxine Dupree talking backstage for months now. I thought maybe Austin Theory was trying to recruit Maxine to the Vision, but maybe, as it turns out, Austin Theory's trying to maybe get in cahoots with Maxine Dupree. And now what does this mean for her and Alpha Academy? Because Maxine was confronted by Austin Theory after she tried to pretty much show some remorse and compassion to Chad Gable earlier in the night, especially after what took place last week. I was shocked to hear Austin Theory tell Maxine, you know, if you're going to go backwards and you're going to do like you did that to Chad Gable, then maybe this isn't going to work out. That was crazy to me, man. What does this mean for Austin Theory and Maxine Dupree going forward? And how about earlier in the night when Paul Heyman was with Brock Lesnar to start the show and Austin Theory goes up to try to talk to Heyman, the wise man, and the Oracle didn't want anything to do with Theory with Braun Breaker being out after his matchup at WWE Night of Champions in a steel cage match where unfortunately he lost and he was out today on Monday Night Raw with an injury. So Paul Heyman had bigger fish to fry up, if you know what I mean, because guys, that's what got us kicked off. Here on Monday Night Raw, we would see the return of Brock Lesnar, and he would come out and confront Oba Femi after Oba has been talking a lot of smack about Brock Lesnar here on Monday Night Raw in the last couple of weeks. But your 2026 King of the Ring wasn't backing down from the Beast Incarnate, but it was Brock Lesnar who reminded Oba Femi, talk shit, get hit. And the low blow from Brock Lesnar to the ruler in an F5 would follow it up as Brock Lesnar lays out the 2026 King of the Ring, and the ruler would not be done. He would get back up on his feet, grab the microphone, and call out Brock Lesnar and challenge him to a match at WWE SummerSlam. And don't forget, guys, SummerSlam is in Minnesota, the home state of Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar would accept this challenge, but with a little caveat, with a stipulation, as he tells Oba Femi, I accept your challenge, but I'm gonna one-up you, ruler, you King of the Ring, Oba. It's going to be me versus you in Hell in a Cell. And ladies and gentlemen, I was in complete shock when I heard this matchup announced, and it is official with the Raw Monday Night Raw kicking off the way they did here. Are you kidding me? Guys, WWE SummerSlam is already looking to be bigger than WrestleMania, and we've only got 3 matches officially announced, and we could see one of the biggest, if not the greatest, Hell in the Cell match that we have ever seen. Now, nothing's gonna top Undertaker versus Mankind, but when you see Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar inside of Hell in the Cell, ladies and gentlemen, that is box office, and it's gonna be Oba versus Lesnar 3, and I cannot wait to see this matchup between 2 of the top superstars in WWE, and this rivalry will come to an end. Which one of these guys do you have winning at SummerSlam, guys? Are you gonna go with Oba, or are you gonna go with Lesnar? Let me know, guys, in the chat, and let me know here on Tim Reynolds Show. But man, we would see, to end things here on Monday Night Raw, it would be the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns with Jacob Fatu by his side get interrupted by Seth freaking Rollins, and you gotta give it to the visionary, the revolutionary, who came out and persuaded Roman Reigns to accept his challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. At first, you see Roman a little irritated, not really appreciating the fact that Seth Rollins is out here thinking he's at the front of the line, with Roman telling Seth, your ass is at the back of the line. What are you talking about? And then Seth Rollins would bring up a lot of good points as he tells Roman Reigns, you need to defeat me because I'm the one who's going to hang over your head when you hang it up, because we are both at near the end of our career rather than close to the beginning. So it looks like Seth Rollins was somehow able to persuade Roman Reigns to accept this challenge, and it is now official. We will see Roman Reigns go one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Guys, I am blown away. I cannot wait to see this matchup. And right now, we have officially got 3 matches for WWE SummerSlam as we're on the road to WWE SummerSlam 2026. It will be a 2-night premium live event, and we'll see already 3 matchups that should definitely get the WWE fans out of their seats and excited for the SummerSlam premium live event coming up, because we will see both world championships on the line, with the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan, defending her title against the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky. And we'll see if Io is able to get some momentum back on her side before we get to this matchup at SummerSlam. We'll also see, guys, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar 3, this time inside a Hell in a Cell match. And we'll also see the World Heavyweight Championship on the line as Roman Reigns defends the title against Seth freaking Rollins. What an incredible Monday Night Raw it has been so far. Appreciate you guys hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Joey Potter says, honestly, Tim, I don't see Roman and Seth again because it's just simple like the same old, like Cody and Roman. I just start building it up. Well, I guess I get what you're coming from there, Joe, but for me, this is probably the best time to have a Roman versus Seth match, right? I'm not expecting or even going to predict that Seth Rollins is going to win the title back, but this is probably the biggest matchup for Roman right now as far as storyline goes heading into SummerSlam, which is a big box office event. So for me, if you're not going to have Roman versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, then you might as well have Roman versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. And I think this is going to be an incredible matchup where maybe finally Roman can close that chapter, if you will, against Seth freaking Rollins. So G-Max says, so Cody versus Zayn rematch at SummerSlam, not Oba versus Zayn? No, as a matter of fact, I don't even know if I see a Cody Rhodes rematch against Sami Zayn. I don't know if I would look forward to that kind of matchup. What I'm looking forward to is what we heard earlier tonight with Jey Uso saying he's going to WWE Friday Night SmackDown to call out Sami Zayn. That could be a very interesting matchup with main event Jey Uso going one-on-one with Sami Zayn for the undisputed WWE Championship. Congratulations to Sami Zayn on becoming the new WWE Undisputed Champion at WWE Night of Champions. Congratulations to him, and thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play and reaction for WWE Monday Night Raw. Now, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel and enjoyed the live stream. Thank you so much for all the love and support here on Tim Reynolds Show. God bless you guys. Cannot wait to see you guys next time here on the channel. Don't forget to check out more of my content and sign up for channel memberships if you guys are interested, and appreciate you guys showing all the love and support here on Tim Reynolds Show. God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you later, Gator.